Good evening, YouTube family. Martinez Country Home here. It's Monday night, February the 15th, I believe. Um, just wanted to give you all an update on what's going on here in basically the greater San Antonio metropolitan area. It's pretty much the same story going on everywhere. Um, we had some snow overnight, like 3.5 inches of snow, and the temperatures basically got as high as maybe I recall maybe like 27, or yeah, like about 27 degrees. And overnight I think they got to 10. We'll be getting to 9 tonight, in the morning hours. I'm sorry, in the morning hours. But what I wanted to talk about was this little weather event basically gave me a chance to see where I am um, in our preps, any weaknesses that I have, any improvements that I need to make, and this gave me a chance to really. It's not over yet, of course, but it's giving me a chance to see where I'm at, what can I improve on, and you know, thanks to God, I did pretty well. So here's the story. We've had several rolling blackouts throughout the city. Uh, so far, in our area, in the rural communities where I live at, we have not had the power. At least not in this community, um, which is in the southern part of the county. We haven't had any outages here. At least not yet. It's about I don't even know what time it is. Maybe about 7:30 or so. Right now, 7:30 p.m. Um, Other parts, a lot of parts of the city have had their water. I mean, I'm sorry, their power going out. Now they were supposed to be off like 15 minutes at a time, and then they move on to the next area. But what I'm hearing is a lot of family members that live uh, in the inner city, especially the western part of the city. Excuse me. What they're going through is they're turning on their power like for 3 minutes at a time, and then shutting it off for basically an hour. Um, Now, like I said, we haven't had any power outages, but the way I see it, that is the weak point of the emergency planning that I have for my home. Um, like I said, I have plenty of lights, uh, I have lamps and flashlights, stuff like that. So we'll have light in case the power does go out. I have a lot of firewood that I can use if I have to, if we have to cook. Uh, Although that'd be kind of crazy with the weather the way it is right now outside. It's very cold and very windy, and that would kind of be a little bit. I mean, if I had to, I would, but that's not something ideal. So I have to improve on my power backup and the cooking source for when the weather's bad. Of course, we do have food that we don't have to cook. If we have to, we don't have to cook it. So, but that being said, still, that is something that I'm gonna work on. That I need to work on, and I had recognized that early on, but with this going on, it just shows me that I do indeed have to get a power backup, and maybe like a cooking stove or something along those lines, or maybe a sterno can or something like that. Maybe even like a little, well, now not a rocket stove, that gets very hot. But so that being said, I need to work on getting power backup and something to cook, maybe a Coleman stove or something along those lines. So um, that's what I need to improve on. Now, the water, I was pleased with my water preparation, because the water never froze here over in the nighttime. I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even leave my water dripping. I might have left one of the faucets on outside because the pipe is exposed a little bit on the outside, one of our hose bibs, but our other hose bib is into the wall. It's in the wall, so it's basically, it's protected by the house, and our house is kept warm. Um, we have plenty of drinking water, backup water. We have that big water tank. Um, Now, the water tank. Well, so this is what happened. Around, I want to say around 2:30 p.m. or so, I noticed that the water pressure was very low in our house. I had gone to go flush the toilet, and I had already noticed that the water was kind of a little bit. The pressure was low. I went to flush the toilet, and it didn't have any water in the tank. I hadn't noticed that before, and so I'm like, man, I hope my water's not freezing, or it freezing in the pipes. But um, like I said, the sun had come out, and a lot of the snow was melting, and uh, actually, I mean, it warmed up relatively. The temperature, the sun came out, and everything was melting, and we had fine water pressure the whole day. I even washed some clothes, stuff like that. But like I said, around 2 o'clock, 2:30, I noticed the water pressure. So what I did was, I have a lot of 5 gallon buckets and 2.5 gallon buckets, and I filled them up, because what I was gonna say was, the humongous water tank we got out there, the water, the the rig that I set up, the PVC rig, and it probably froze. You know what I mean? Um, so that was like, okay, I got to work on that. But so anyway, before the water, so what I did was I filled up a bunch of buckets of water. Um, when the water pressure was low, it was low, but I still filled them up pretty good. In case, I said, well, at least to flush the toilets and stuff, because the big tank was frozen. At least down there by the spigot, and so and plus, on those, I don't know if y'all have them out there where y'all live at, but over here, um, we have what they call next door app, and it's a lot of residents. The neighborhood. It's almost like a neighborhood watch. They um uh flea markets, things for sale, just like a neighborhood. It's almost social media, but just for the neighborhood. You know what I mean? And each neighborhood basically has their own, um, you know, they interact with each other, whatever, which is kind of smart, because it's local people, it's people in your area. So anyway, some of those people had started posting about whether was anybody noticing about low water pressure, and I was like, okay, so that kind of told me that it wasn't just my house, and that the pipes might be freezing. Um, that it was probably something more with the utility company or something. So around, I want to say around 6:30, about 6 o'clock. It was about 6 o'clock. The water gave out. No water. No water. There's nothing coming out. So um, I went to that app again, and I started looking through the comments and people what they were posting, and sure enough, the water's out the whole area, um, the southern part of the city. So um, yeah, so luckily, plenty of drinking water. I had those buckets of water saved up, that I filled up for, like, rinsing hands, flushing the toilets or whatever. So I feel good about the water, about my water. Only thing, if anything, was that the water froze in that big tank. But luckily, I was able to get water stored up in these big buckets. So, like I said, for right now, I feel good. First day, um, and I know this. All things considered, it's not as bad as it could have been. Now it's the first day, and the weather really is not gonna warm up until uh, Saturday. The weather's basically the high from today, which is Monday evening, all the way to Friday. The highest that I saw is 34 degrees. That's the high. So we're basically gonna be sub freezing temperatures for the whole week or close to that. It's not gonna get much above freezing if it does. Um, I'm hoping tomorrow that the roads will be that the some of that ice and snow melts from the streets a little bit more, so I can get on the road. Didn't go anywhere. Didn't feel like I had to. Um, for safety, there's been a lot of accidents. It's very dangerous right now, especially on of course, the overpasses. I mean, they're gonna freeze up. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Um, the highways. I mean, it's just very dangerous right now to be out there. But let me know how y'all are doing in the comments. Let me know what area you're from, and how y'all doing. Like I said, this was a good experience as far as to let me know how I'm doing in my preparations. Um, like I said, for me, speaking for myself, is the power backup. I got to work on that. I'm okay with the water. I think I did pretty good. I'll have to figure out another how to keep that water in that tank from freezing. I know it was a little bit more. Well, um, if you add some salt to that water, but that's defeating the purpose. It'll raise the freezing point of it. But anyway, I feel pretty good about the water. Um, but if now the winter weather presents a lot of problems. It presents different problems than, of course, than the summer or other seasons, because like the water, it froze, right? Um, but I mean, the water um, froze, like I said, on the spigot, so we have water. But it's just little details like that is, I'm glad they're happening right now, and not at another time when, in case it gets prolonged. Hopefully, this will all resolve itself. The little problems like with the utilities, with the water. Hopefully, the energy, the energy problem, they'll fix that. But guys, I was gonna say, like I posted in earlier in those videos, um, you know, there's a lot of strange things going on with the utilities, and y'all know that, um, the people that the authorities, they do stuff for a reason, and they're constantly doing stuff to just keep us on our toes and just always keeping us busy. um it's pretty new, this weather, the winter weather. It's something new to this part of the state. Of course, we get freezing weather every once in a while, but nothing like this. This was for excuse me, for this part of the state. Is something that was pretty unique. um so anyway, guys, this is a great example of why we should be prepared, um with food, with light, backup cooking sources if we have to, in case we don't have power to cook. um Water, light source, um keeping the food good in your fridge, in case the power does go out. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't really stock up on a lot of meat or put freezers and stuff, because um what if the power goes out and you got a freezer full of meat, and you know I mean, it's just a problem that I would not want to face. So guys, like I said, we got to be aware of everything that's going on. where our nation is in the middle of a collapse. Honestly, the whole world is collapsing. The powers that be are taking down the old system, and we're in the process of they're bringing in the new system, and we're at the in the transition stage, and that 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 transition stage is going to be very painful. So we got to be ready, and you know so just I hope y'all are doing good out there. I hope y'all are warm. I hope y'all, if y'all are without power, I hope y'all get your power back on. And this is the purpose of this channel, uh, so that to help to bounce ideas off of each other, see what we can do to prepare for emergencies, and um, just help each other out, and hopefully I got something that y'all get something out of the things that I talk about, and you know I know sometimes y'all make some really good comments and y'all put some good ideas out there, and I learn from y'all as well. So um, hopefully y'all get something out of this, and hopefully y'all share this information, so that this channel can grow, and I can reach more people out there, and improve my content, stuff like that. So anyway, guys, y'all be careful out there. Y'all stay warm, and be safe. Stay off the roads if you can. Um, so you know, y'all take care of each other out there, guys. We're all we got, man. We gotta just pray, take care of each other, and we're all here for a reason. So anyway, guys, y'all take care of each other and love each other out there, because that's what we're here for. God bless.